Hey guys, how's it going? It's Thomas, and today I am here with another Black Ops 3 beta commentary. And in this video or in this gameplay, I am using the Sheiva assault rifle, and I really enjoyed using this gun. This gun is amazing. If you love the Black Ops 2 FAL, you're gonna love this weapon. So in this video, I'm gonna do what I did in my last commentary. I'm just gonna go over the weapon that I'm using, the perks, the attachments, and I'll talk about the specialist to be and the ability that I'm using. So let's start off with this beautiful weapon, the Sheiva. So the Sheiva semi-automatic assault rifle, you unlock it at around, damn, I can't really remember. I might have to go look back, but I think you unlock it at around maybe level 18, maybe? I think 18. So, in the beta, that is. All of this is just beta, so it could change. So, it's semi-automatic. It's got high damage. It kills usually in 2 shots. Most of my kills I've gotten were always 2 shots. This gun is very consistent. And it's got good range, great accuracy. The gun hardly even kicks. It doesn't kick at all. I'm not even using grip in this video or in this gameplay. Oh man, it's just, it doesn't kick at all. Look at that. Doesn't kick at all. You don't even need a grip, I don't think. But I'll explain some good attachments that you can use later on. But yeah, its fire rate isn't too fast. I would compare it to the FAL from Black Ops 2, but I think the FAL shot a little bit faster, maybe just a tiny bit faster. But this one, it's very similar, very similar. It performs just like it. You can get some nasty kills with this gun. You can go on some crazy streaks. It's just a great weapon. And if you guys have played the Wolfenstein, the New Order, came out, I think it came out last year. This gun looks exactly like one of the assault rifles in that game. One of the German assault rifles. It looks very similar. And it also has that kind of Doom sort of vibe to it, the way it's green. So yeah, that's when I look at this gun, I think of Doom and Wolfenstein. But yeah, yeah, this gun, it's a great weapon. I fucking love it. I don't think it's OP at all. I think it's just a really good gun. A lot of the weapons in this game are just really good. I think the balancing so far has been quite good even for the beta. But if they do change anything with the damage of this weapon, I hope it's not anything too drastic. I hope it stays kind of the same, because I really love single fire weapons that just drop people instantly. Just like the FAL. Oh my god, I love the FAL so much. And this weapon is the FAL reincarnated. Anyway, so the attachments I'm using, red dot obviously. What can I say? The red dot, it looks nice, low profile. It's not going to get in the way of your targets. You're going to be able to see pretty much anything you're shooting at. Yeah, it's a very usable perk, or very usable attachment. The one from Advanced Warfare, that was a pretty good red dot side, but I didn't really like it that much the way it was designed. But this one, nice and square. You get that red dot, it's beautiful. Nice, very nice. I'm not sure if this is right, but every time I equipped it, sometimes it shows the damage of my weapons decreasing by like 2. By like, 2 boxes. I don't know if that is I don't know if it's a glitch, but that's kind of weird. How can a red dot sight affect the damage of a weapon? You know what I'm saying? But as you can see here, I'm trying to get wall bangs. I'm just trying to test out how good the wall bang is in Black Ops 2, but yeah, I go on a bit of a tear. Try to get some guys to that to the door. I get that guy pretty good. But yeah, I would recommend oh my gosh, I'm going crazy just there. I would use on this weapon, I would probably use the dot sight. Maybe grip if you want it to have like 0 recoil, but it doesn't really need it. I would use probably quick draw, it's helpful. Because yeah, quick draw in this game does exactly as it did in all the other CODs. It just helps you aim faster, and it helps you in those situations where you just gotta lock onto your target instantly, and it helps you play a little bit more aggressive. That's what I think, I guess. But I would use, you know, maybe stock, red dot sight. I haven't tried out all the perks with this weapon, but I do want to try out high caliber, because I want to see if I can get like some crazy one-shot headshot feeds, because I'm pretty sure since this weapon's so powerful, the headshots should be around one shot. So yeah, let's go on to the perks. So my first perk, I want you guys to keep looking at my mini map. When I get close to enemies, something happens on my mini map, and what it's called is 6th. So what this does is it displays a little indicator on your mini map whenever an enemy is like nearby, if an enemy is near your vicinity. So I think it works when the enemy is about maybe 2 to 5 meters away from you. It usually yeah, as you can see there on my map, it lit up red in like 2 different directions. It lit up red like to the north and then to the right. So yeah, that's what that basically does. Just signals you when there's an enemy nearby, and it's very similar to the mini map in Destiny, how it would indicate which direction the enemy was. So it's very similar, and it helps for those moments where you just have no idea where the enemy has gone. Maybe he jumped over your head and you're like, where the hell did he go? It just helps you pinpoint where the enemy has gone. But it helps a lot. My next perk, in my perk 2 slot, I'm using fast hands. You know, fast hands does, you know, what it usually does. It you know, swap weapons faster, aim faster, after sprinting. But what it does in this is new, I'm pretty sure. It resets the defuse time, or what's it called, defuse time, I mean, on grenades when you're throwing them back. So, you know, an enemy throws a nade at you, pick it up, resets it, and that nade becomes yours. You just throw it back at them. It's quite nice. But I don't really use it. I don't throw nades. I try to avoid them. But yeah, my next perk in my green slot, or my perk 2 slot, is Tracker. This perk is amazing. I love this perk so much. What it does is it displays a little digital imprint of enemy footsteps. So say you're chasing an enemy and he's gone around the corner, you turn around that corner. In any other COD you'd be like, where the hell did he go? But in this, you can see his footsteps, you can follow his breadcrumbs, and fuck him up when he's not looking. So yeah, it's a great perk. As I said in my last video, I'm pretty sure in Crisis 2 there was a perk very similar to that, and in this game it's so good, man. The perks in this game are so freaking good. I love the perks. I love them so much. And so I'm using 2 perk 2s, and I'm using a wild card to use them all. And I'll talk about the wild cards in a sec. But in my perk 3 slot, I'm using Gung Ho, which is similar to the one in Advanced Warfare, where it just allows you to, you know, hip fire while you're running and all that stuff. Yeah, it's not really anything different. And then I'm using Blast Suppressor, which is similar to the one in Advanced Warfare. When you boost jump, it lets out a little pulse, a little red pulse to the enemies, so they'll know if you're boost jumping nearby or whatnot. And Blast Suppressor does what it says. It suppresses the blast, basically, so they're not going to see you when you're boosting around, and it just keeps you off the radar. It's a good perk. I used it on almost all my classes. And the wild cards are pretty much all the same in this game. All of the Black Ops 2 wild cards have returned. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 new ones, but I can't really remember. I might have to look back in the footage, but most of them have returned. You know, Danger Close, Primary Gunfighter, Secondary Gunfighter, Perk 1, 2, 3, Greed. All of them have returned. So in this class that I'm using, I'm rocking Perk 2 and 3 Greed, so I get to have a second Perk 2 and 3, so it's very helpful. And as you saw just then, I was using my specialist's ability. So I'm just going to talk about my specialist. I'm using Outrider. She also uses the bow and arrow, or I think it's called like a recurve bow or something. But yeah, she also uses the bow with the explosive rounds, and I'm using her ability. I didn't really want to use her ability, but I accidentally equipped it, so I just thought, I just go with it. It's pretty cool. Um, it's called Vision Pulse. So what it does is it lets out a massive pulse in a radius around you, and it will. Ooh, I lose. Fuck! I fucked up the 3-man. I think I messed up 2 3-man feeds in this gameplay, but Vision Pulse, lets out the pulse, as you can see here, and it scans enemies and lights them up red, as you can see on screen here. And it's quite good, I think, but I think it's a little bit underpowered. I think the radius is a bit small. I think maybe if they increase it by like just a little bit, or they don't really have to increase it, I don't think, but maybe if they do it a little bit, and they maybe have the enemies lit up red, I think they should have it show up a little bit longer, and then I think that should make it a little bit more powerful, I guess. But yeah, it was pretty good. Like, it helps when you're in those situations where you're nearby all the enemies, you know that they're all around you, and you just activate it, scans them all around you, and then it just helps you get out of those tough situations. It's very good, man. What else can I say? So yeah, the Sheiva. Oh man, it's great. I hope they don't change it. It's everything I want in a semi-automatic weapon. No recoil, drops people like flies. This thing fucks shit up. I love this weapon. As you can see here, it has pretty good hip fire. The hip fire is not too bad. You can get some pretty good hip fire kills. And one good tip here is you know how usually when you're playing Black Ops 3, if you played the beta, you'd notice that L1 and L2 were to shoot and aim. What you should do if you're using a semi-automatic, you should change it to R1 and R2. If you change it to those ones, so then you have R1 to shoot and R2 to aim. Because the trigger's a little bit smaller, you'd be able to shoot the semi-automatic weapon a little bit faster. That's what I usually do in all my CODs that I play. I always set those 2 top ones as the aim and shoot. It really does help, and yeah, so you'll be able to shoot faster, and it just feels a little bit better. Those triggers feel a lot better than the bottom ones, because if you use the bottom triggers on the PS4 controller too much, they start to squeak. So it's better to just use the top ones. They feel a lot better. They feel a lot more like triggers, and they've got a bit more, like, they got better feedback and whatnot. And yeah, so this gameplay has come to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna have many more like this if you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Hope you guys have a lovely day or night. And yeah, see you guys.